Hi everyone and welcome to this May portfolio update. This month, for the first time in several months, the value of my portfolio fell below the amount of money that I invested in. And it's quite a depressing thing, and I wish really for no one to happen, especially counting that 6 months ago, I was overjoyed that the amount of money of my portfolio doubled. But nonetheless, I have learned so much from these events, and I will definitely improve my investment style. In this update, we will obviously talk about how the markets in general are going, especially the crypto space. But we'll also talk about a nice indicator that I found in TradingView, which is related to technical analysis, and also a little bit about bonds. But first of all, who am I? Well, my name is Leonardo Giardello, and I copy the richest people, the richest investors. Obviously, I just do not copy them. I try to understand how they do them, why they do them, in order to recreate a strategy that is most fit for me. For now, I just have 3 simple rules that I copied and a little bit changed from them. First is invest in what you believe. Second, invest in what you know. And third, after investing, do not touch the money. And I am not a financial advisor, okay? So on the contrary, I'm a complete amateur. And if you feel like if you want to know how my story is going, if I actually will achieve a success or I will fail, then just keep watching. This should not be an instruction. This should just be a journey. So in this journey, I will sincerely share my opinion and choices, and whether the portfolio goes well or badly, as it's going now, I will always share it. Okay, so I will because I hate people that just say buy this, buy that, and do not actually show if they are buying them or if they are just, earning money from you watching their video and they're not actually earning money from the choices that they make. So, in the last month, we saw who is buying crypto. So I wanted to be a little bit different this time. Because I want to ask myself, who can make people use crypto? And so who can sell things with crypto? Well, we have lots of high-end and luxury brands that are going in the crypto, especially in the metaverse space, since, you don't actually have to create something, you just have to design it. So they have very little costs of productions. And for example, we have Gucci, that accepts Bitcoin and other crypto in some even US shops. So we are not talking just about metaverse, but we are talking even in the actual shops. And Gucci is a really high luxury brand. People who have lots of money might actually want to buy Bitcoin and other stuff in order to have the luxury of not just having Gucci, but having paid it with crypto. Now, crypto are like a trend, a fashion, so people might just want to buy them in order to buy other things with them, for example, Gucci. And also we have that Emirates Airlines started accepting payment in Bitcoin. Okay, now this is just Bitcoin, it's not much of the other cryptocurrencies, and I think it's actually a nice thing for them because especially now that we are seeing lots of really bad things about the shitcoins, so any other currency that is not Bitcoin. So it's nice to see that Emirates Airline and the Emirates in general having really a nice understanding that crypto is much more than Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is much more than crypto. I mean, they are 2 completely different things. One is a category, crypto, and one is actually a coin, a currency and a program, something that people work together in order to enhance it, make it better. So every project is of its own, and Emirates decided to trust only Bitcoin for their payment. This is something that must not be overlooked so easily. And a little bit of extra, we see that a lot of industries regarding cryptocurrency miners and other stuff are choosing Texas for their activities. We have already seen for Tesla, but now we've in cryptocurrencies. So yeah, just we might have to search for investing in Texas through stocks or other things because I just want to make more money. I don't really care how. So this month I really hadn't checked the news at all. I mean, we are in a bear market. Prices are falling down. Negative sentiment is going on. There are lots of videos with fire on the backgrounds. Let's search For example, let's see crypto. What are the top things? The top things is, oh, this is red background. This is flame. So this is people with the like going to the bottom. This is a very scared person, flames. So minus red. People all preoccupied, stocks going red and all the stuff. So yeah, we are in a bear market, all right? So it doesn't really make sense to think about anything else about news. So for this time, I didn't put any news, just one about one of my stocks, which is ATnT. So one reason, because I decided to keep ATnT, the only reason was because they had a high dividend. I mean, it was like 7% dividend. Okay, so you buy €100 of stock and they give you €7 back every year, all right? Hopefully, after 3 years, you can sell your €100 stock, and then you have even like €21 in dividends. So you will have paid 100, and you would receive 121. But not only the price fell down, but even the dividend, they cut it. So they lowered it in such a way that was just disappointing. So, now I just have $30 in ATnT, and I will just keep it there just to see how it is going, how the company, if they will actually ever get better, because they are one of the biggest companies of regarding phone and mobile technologies, and it's like Vodafone here in Italy. So I will just keep it there, see how it goes. The chairman changed, they want to do some changes, they hopefully will make it better, so they will not waste that much money, where they will try to improve, get better, etc. So I will just see. I mean, it's $30. I will gladly see how they go. And actually right now, even if the price has fallen down like 20%, this is one of the few stocks, actually the majority are still in the green, but I'm still in the green with ATnT, and this is all thanks to dividend. So as we can see here, I have earned €8.5 since I bought them, even though the price of the stock fell down like 18%. This is all thanks to dividend. And hopefully I will receive some more, but yeah, they cut it a lot. It was 40 cents per share, and now they cut it to like 28. So they did like a 25% cut, and it's a really heavy one. Hopefully they will use this money that they didn't spend for dividends in a good way, hopefully. So let's keep going. Bitcoin, obviously it's in it has grown 1,500% in 5 years. I always have the 5-year horizon because I'm in the long term, and I have to remember how much it has grown this much. So 1,500% in 5 years. Ethereum, he did like 284% in 3 years. No, yeah, 5 years. Yeah, in 5 years. This is obviously an average, but it's just to remind me of how is it going. BNB made 4,500%, and actually, even this is the review for May. I like today that it was July, and 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, I bought 1 BNB and 1 BNB more because of the card that they give. They give like a 2% cashback if you have a 1 BNB monthly balance. So this is actually really good, and I think now it is the best Visa card ever. So that's why I bought them. But this is for a video that will hopefully go. I will hopefully share it in the next few days. So regarding Crow, it has grown a whooping 60% in 2 years. It's not a lot, really. And I think it has disappointed me so much that I will have to do a video about it, and I will confront it with BNB, Binance Visa card, and we'll try to understand which one is better right now, and if it's a good thing to keep my cross stake. I mean, it's like 40% of my portfolio, 45. For Ripple, in 5 years, it has gone down 55%. I actually don't know anything about Ripple, but it's like the 4th biggest project that is not a stablecoin, so it's not like UST. Then the total, we have it that in 5 years, it has grown over 3,700%. Put $100 5 years ago in the broad market, and you will have $370 right now. even though we are in a bear market and there are lots of videos with flames in the background. Regarding the DeFi, okay, it has a lot of shit going around it, but nonetheless, I have to remind me that in 5 years, it has gone up 24,000%. Okay, so you put $100, you receive it $2,400. Okay, it's insane. It's insane. You put $1,000 and you have $24,000. All right. Regarding the stablecoin supply, here we can see that it hasn't really changed much. There is a little bit dip in every single one of them, and obviously especially UST, so US Terra, the stablecoin of Luna cryptocurrency, but it hasn't really changed much. We can actually see, this was nice, the crypto back. We had previously $30 billion, and now we have at most $10 billion. So these are the stablecoins that are backed by cryptocurrencies. So the most famous one, of course, is DAI. They paid me with DAI because I was playing a game, something like that. Actually, that was XDAI, so like a chain which has very low fees, but doesn't matter. So the stablecoins that are backed by fiat, normal currency, haven't changed much. So they are still around 150 billions. So like 15 times more the amount of stablecoins backed by crypto. So even if it is DeFi, even if it is crypto, there are $150 billion that are backed with $150 real dollars, US dollars. Regarding the general markets, we have that the S&P 500, so the 500 most important companies of the US, has gone up 70% in 5 years. So obviously a lot less than crypto, but here, like it has almost always gone up with a bit of a dips that people usually see as a good opportunity to buy. We are in a bear market. We are descending right now. I'm not saying to buy right now, okay? So, but I bought some BNB and I bought even some Bitcoin because I think it's a nice time to buy. We have that the Nasdaq has gone up 122%. So even if the Nasdaq has fallen more than S&P 500, it has obviously risen more, and this is a very steep rise. And now we have bonds. Why did I put bonds? When we are in a recession, everyone wants bonds. And now, like they increase the interest rates so much that it's just insane. And even with a little book I talked about in the last episode, we saw that in a 10-year horizon during the 2008 crisis, someone who bought bonds had actually overperformed some of its stocks. Okay, so a 10-year horizons and bonds were better. So yeah, that's why I was interested in it. I see that there has been an increase of 1000%. If we bought bonds, even like in December or January, we still have some gains. Maybe people who actually care about the markets and stay like are obsessed with graphs and see how the macroeconomics is going, etc., could have sold all the stocks, all the crypto to buy bonds, and maybe they would have had great gains. Still, I'm a normal person and I don't really have the time and nor the knowledge to research this. So that's why I just didn't care and kept everything that I had, because, you know, if crypto does not fail forever, they will actually rise again. And I think that the crypto would rise again, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. And great projects like Binance, BNB, maybe Crow, they have some room to grow and they are doing heavily with advertisements. So yeah, I will think this about later in the next video. Regarding the allocation, right now I have that 56% of my stake is in crypto. So this is how much the crypto sphere has got beaten. I have to put it back to at least 75%. Regarding the stock allocation, it isn't really gone that much difference, except for VC. VC actually finally has risen a lot. In the June update, I will tell that I might have actually sold, like Joseph Carson did. But this is not for copying, this is just like a diary to actually see if I actually managed to get a millionaire, hopefully. So we still have that VC, Apple, and Alibaba are the 3 most important stocks. Then we have JP Morgan, one of the most important banks, Simon Property Group. I always say that it's a little bit too much, and that's why I will buy more ETFs, especially regarding China and Lixor. Lixor is like Nasdaq 100, so the 100 most important tech companies. So I will buy more of Queb and more of Lixor if I have the opportunity, as well as maybe some other pairs like Starbucks. It should be one of the pairs that will just jump up a lot in price, hopefully. And regarding the crypto, we still have that CRO is like 45%, so it has shrunken a bit, like from 50 to 45. Still, it's a pretty big slice, and I'm actually considering taking some off and put it in either Bitcoin or Binance Coin, BNB. So this is the history of the time. As we can see, the crypto has gone a lot, increased a lot, and crypto has gone down a lot. That's just obvious. So these are the capital gains, month over month, the capital gain in total. Now I'm finally in the negatives. The dividends are obviously almost the same. I mean, the dividends don't really get that much cut off. I get 60 euro dividends in May. Still, these dividends are actually made of like a lot are made from the cashback program of Crypto.com that now will probably be reduced a lot. So we will have to see the next month how I will actually change from CRO to Binance and how to make it stay high as it's going this month. So the dividends in totals are always up. That's why I love them. First, let's talk about what I did. So I bought nothing. I sold nothing. Related to the business, I did nothing. I'm still trying to get better regarding my job as an IT system specialist. And regarding TradingView, I found a technical indicator that is called SMMA analysis. You go to the indicators, you search for SMMA, so simple moving average analysis. It is one of the most used one. I mean, there are 790 people that use this, I think. And how does it work is very simple. So whenever the price crosses the 200-day moving average or simple moving average or something like that, I'm really not into technical indicators. And if we go a little bit back, for example, like this. So for example, let's go back to October 2015. Here, you should have opened long. How does it go? Yeah, it's still going up. And here you should have sell. Okay, so sell everything. And then you should have bought again at the same time and then sell again. So from here to here, we would have like start long, gain something like 2,400%. And from here, so like open and close. No, here there is nothing. Yeah, it's like a 10%, so I don't really care about it here. So maybe, yeah, here you should have bought and sold again, but nothing really important. And now we are on the red mark. So here we shouldn't have bought, and here we should have started. So as we can see, there was actually a better entry point. So it was actually here when it was all on the lower part. Can I go? Yeah. And then we should have, so difficult to use. We should have closed back here. So with a 190% increase, but he actually told us to buy here. So only a 56, here, only an 80% increase. But still, we should have sold here and then do nothing. And then here, it actually said to buy. So we should have bought here and sold here. So this would be a loss of 33%. Then we should have bought again here. And then we should have sold here. So 293% gain. Then we should have bought here and sold here. This one was a loss, 10% loss. And here we are again. So obviously this is just an indicator. It's really nice because it's very simple and it's actually an indicator. So something that we should actually look for, not follow blindly. I'm not following this blindly, obviously, but still this moment right here reminds me a lot about this moment here. As we can see, it was a very sharp drop, like a little bit bump and got down again, a little bit bump and got down again, and now we are in a very similar shape. So that's why I bought a little bit here. That's the indicator that I found, and you can find it for free on TradingView. Everything that I use right now is free. Oh yeah, regarding another thing, I started a channel with a friend of mine. It is called the BinFinz Channel. The goal is the same, to get rich, but we try to get it from a different perspective. So not from just copying how other great investors do and try to analyze them and replicate in order to gain hopefully as much as them, but from like an historical perspective. So from the biographies of such great people. For now, we just did Michael Burry and Richard Wyckoff, and we will have Tudor Jones going up in the next days. It's a nice project. Hopefully some of you will like it. So what's about the future of stocks? We have to talk about bonds, because bonds and stocks are closely related. The last time I wondered if it was the case to buy bonds. Okay, so in the what happened section, I put the graph of the 1 year, 10 year treasury bonds, and it was really a surprise. As we saw before, we had a gain of 1000% for the bonds of like 1 year period, right? So this obviously is not a real gain. I mean, it's impossible to put $100 in bonds and then you will get $1,000 back, okay? A 10x increase is not possible, but here they are talking about the yield of the bonds right here. So if we bought it, a 1 year bond in November, we would have had a 0.3 yield. And now it is a 3.3 yield percent, okay? So imagine all the people, all the dividend chaser, the dividend growth investor and other stuff like me, that are trying so hard to find a high yield stock. And now the government just say, don't care about stocks, okay? Don't care about, like JP Morgan has a 3.5 yield, Starbucks a 2.8% yield. I don't care. If you give money to me, the US government, I will give you back a 3.3 yield, okay? Give me $100, and if the US government does not fail, I will give you back $103.3 the next year. I mean, it's crazy. It's really a lot, because from now, like in the past years, you would expect a 0.1%, okay, if you gave it to the US treasury bonds. And is it too late to buy them now? Actually, I have no idea. I mean, should we buy them? I have no idea. I'm not someone who actually studied them. I don't know how the markets are going, how the macroeconomics works, and all of this other stuff. So I will just stick to the rule. After buying, do nothing. I mean, if we recover, and we have to recover, because if we don't recover, money will lose their value and nothing will be like, I will not care at all. When we will recover, prices will go up again. And that's all that I'm aiming for. I will continue buying good stocks and good crypto projects that in the long run will be successful. If they will be successful, other people will put their money in because they will want to use them, and I will earn money through this. So I will not buy bonds, not at all, because I prefer having tangible things. Like if you buy Apple, if you invest in Apple, you invest in their products. You think that in the next years, more people will want to buy Apple products, and Apple will thank you with some money back. And that's all I care. And the same for Ethereum. I think that people will use Ethereum in the next years, and that's why I will buy it now. And regarding if it is a good time to buy, like in May here, the sentiment for crypto was below zero. I mean, in the last Young Platform video, they even said, but let's move past this disastrous scenario and talk about news. Okay, so it's a general distrust in all the especially crypto, and it's exactly in this period where everyone does not want to have anything about them, that it's historically been the best time to buy. So I have to buy. And what I will do next is something that I always say and never do, but hopefully I will manage to do them. I And especially I have to do now a video about what is the best crypto cashback card, because this is actually a real problem. Crypto.com has really fell down the place of the first place. It has nothing good. It's just average, maybe a little bit below average. Right now, Crypto.com is not what I want to use. So this is all for the video. Hopefully the audio quality was better than the other videos. If not, just tell me. Maybe I have to modify something in the microphone settings, and see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.